You travel along, what country do you think is fielded less with the fitness industry? Is there a country that...
Affected less?
Affected less,
yeah. Well, a country that doesn't have the internet. With internet,
less marketing.
Less internet connections. Love it. I love working there.
Russia, where you go to the gym, there's no equipment.
Minimal. I'm serious. I have much better experiences. I was in Innsbruck a few months ago, and I could tell, Innsbruck is in Austria, and I could tell the people in the room, I had about 40 people in the room, and I could tell the people in the room who were internet influenced and who were not. Amazing. The minute you are hooked up to the internet, you all sing the same song. All it comes down to is the most effective marketing people in America pulling the strings. And if their sponsor wanted them to promote another piece of equipment, guess what? They could. And you'd all run around and do it. I could really open up on this, but I'll give you an example. And we'll talk about this on the weekend, the S-curve of human acceptance. Kettlebells. How long do you reckon kettlebells have been around for?
Long time.
When did we meet a degree of market awareness or saturation on kettlebells?
In the US?
In the US.
10 years.
And you know what? You know when and why?
Financial.
They're not going to make money.
Can I sell that thing? And what was the resistance to it? Because people were selling other stuff and we weren't sure whether they wanted to be knocked off by those sales. I am delicious. I was trawling my emails in the last week, and I came upon an email that is exactly what I'm talking about. It was a display of resistance by a person who weren't sure whether they were going to bat for it because of the economic complications, whether or not they were going to support the concept because of the competitive economic implications. I'm going to give you another example. Did you know the next craze to come out in this industry is this? It takes 15 minutes a day, 6 days a week, and involves no equipment. It's going to be the next really big fad. No, there'll be no equipment, and it will take up a time. What are my chances? None whatsoever. What about because of why? There's no equipment, can't sell it. No one's going to make any money off it. And it doesn't meet the needs of instant gratification. They're two criteria, and it's going to fly. The only stuff that you get exposed to in this country is stuff that people can make money off and is convenience. And your entire professional thinking is based on those two things. You are completely bound on the variables of, because someone decided they could commercialise it and make a profit margin from the sale of the good, and that it met your perception of instant gratification. Neither of those two things are fundamentally sound, that you operate on, your whole industry operates on it. Why isn't flexibility promoted as well as it should be? Why isn't flexibility done as much as it should be done?
Because it doesn't require a lot of equipment.
Because no one's worked out how to sell the equipment to it. How many different stretching devices have you seen? You got the Van Dam where you wind yourself out, and you got one other. I've seen 2 or 3, but they quickly worked out they weren't selling. So what do they do? Who's promoting you to do flexibility? No one, because they can't make any money out of it. What's the other thing? It's one of the few physical qualities where perhaps more is better. How are you going to sell that? I want you to stretch for 20 hours a week. Not too many people want to join me. I'll go and stretch for 2 hours. Who's going to come with me? It doesn't meet the social trend because you are marketing driven to be this.